How's it going, my truant people? Dr. Slacking the Slacking Doctor, back with week 2 of the UBL, and this week we are, or I should say your Bristol Drifloons, I haven't said that yet, I'm actually recording this before week 1, are going up against Ultra Player, and I believe he is playing under his West Virginia Miniors in this league, but it's hard to keep up with this man, his team names. Yeah, Ultra Player is someone that we've played a lot. Recently we played him in GDL playoffs. If you haven't checked that out, I definitely recommend checking that out. I think he generally has the advantage over us in record. I think we've played in playoffs 3 times, and I've won 2 of those. But I think he's beaten me in regular seasons every time we've played, which I think is like 4 times now. We've played quite a lot, a surprising amount. So maybe we can break the regular season curse and get a win over him here. As I mentioned at the beginning, I haven't played week 1 yet. We're playing week 2 before week 1, which is slightly confusing. You guys should already have seen week 1 versus Moet. Hopefully it was a good game. I'm sure it was. Go and check that out as well if you haven't already. This week I'm bringing a bit of a different team. So I did say I would be going hard for this league, prepping my front office and stuff. And for most weeks that will be true. But this one week is probably the exception. Wasn't able to this week. So this is a team I built myself. We're going to be bringing a kind of Speedy Colossal, a Boots Talonflame, a Metronome Porygon Z or Z, a Fat Fizdef Appleton, a Banded Urshifu, and a Leftover Starmie. Now, his team is really scary. I generally think the matchup favors him just... I mean, I feel like we all think that every matchup, right? I feel like every player you watch, they're like, ooh, my opponent's got the matchup this time. But this time, I really do feel like he just has the matchup. But it is playable. It is playable. I'm really worried about Urshifu. I'm really worried about HAWLUCHA. I'm really worried about Jirachi. Talonflame's a bit of an emergency check to all 3, but I don't really want to lose my Gale Wings before HAWLUCHA hits the field. So, yeah, there's that. That could be disastrous. Rillaboom, I'm really worried about like Sword Stance Rillaboom because I'm bringing Fizdef Appleton as my check. Great, Fizdef Appleton, fairly tanky, 4 times grass resist. He's not going to sweep me with Grassy Glide. That's fantastic. If you Sword Stance U-turn, he does just Sword Stance up and U-turn out and probably do a whole chunk. I haven't run the calcs, but I'm sure it does a lot. So yeah, I'm a little bit nervous of that. But other than that, I think we'll be okay. I say that. I think we'll be okay. I felt like when I was building this team, I was having to bring a lot of defensive checks in this team. This draft was supposed to be bringing a lot of offense, and it didn't feel like I was building that way this week, so I think that's a bad thing. I think that's not a good sign. In case you can't tell, not super confident. But I will make a cut here and I'll be back with the game because I know this man likes to intro for a bit longer than I do, so I'll be back with the match. So here we are, guys. I believe we are all connected now. This man likes to do a good intro. Let's see. So... we do see the Rillaboom, the Jirachi. I haven't got anything to write stuff down on, which is a bit of a problem. I tend to like to have notes if I can, so let me just quickly open something up here. Make a very hasty note. Rilla, Rachi, HAWLUCHA. Very much what I was expecting. Man, who drafts Terrain and Lucha? Who does it? Wheezing, Rhydon. Oh, he's got the double Terrain. Okay, no Umbreon is interesting. And he's brought the Drifblim. Shout out to the Bristol Drifloons. This man drafted the boy and then brought him against me. Okay, so he's really... I'm expecting something like Helmet or... Helmet or... Black Sludge on the Weezing. I think I want to bring in the Weezing early because I think he struggles most with Porygon. So I can potentially get U-turns out into Porygon, play it that way, get rocks up with our Colossal with Tady, and we can make some stuff work. So I think I want to just lead off with the Urshifu, with Honshu, and try and bring in that Weezing as early as possible. I mean, I don't know what else he would want to stay in on me with especially. I am Choice Banded, which I don't know how I feel about entirely. I have noticed there seems to be a bit of audio lag in my headphones. Now, hopefully you guys can't hear that audio lag at all on the recording. I'm hoping there won't be too much visual lag when we get into this. But if there is, I apologize. It is lagging slightly for me. Okay, good. Good. So, I don't think this thing is going to be Scarf. I don't think Scarf makes too much sense. And it's not like Urshifu's incredible against this team if I get this wrong. So I'm going to U-turn out. I don't think he's Scarf. I want to find out if he's Rocky Helmet. I don't think he's Scarf, though. I don't think that would be the bring. I'm nervous because of when he clicked Freeze Dry with his Pillar Sign against my Pelipper, if you saw that game in turn 1, where I was like, he's not going to be fast Freeze Dry, and he was. Yeah, he's not Scarf. So do we see the Rocky Helmet pop here? No, so it's Black Sludge probably. And we know it's neutralizing gas. So I don't get my adaptability. So I actually think Tady's the better switch here. He doesn't switch in particularly well on this thing anyway, and if he goes for a fire move, then we're boosting up, boys, but there's no reason for him to really do that. Yeah, he goes for Sludge Bomb, can fish for a poison, fair play for him knowing that I'm not going to stay in. Gets the poison first time, that's really annoying because that negates our leftovers. Ugh, it is what it is, it's like a skull burn, right? It is what it is. I'm going to get my rocks up early. I didn't see any hazard removal on his team unless it's the Drift Blim. So I'm just going to get my rocks up really early, try and get that Rillaboom grassy terrain negated for things that want to U-turn around, chip me around, like, you know, Jirachi, Rillaboom, all these things. Maybe get some chip off on the Drift Blim if it is like an Unburden set, because that's slightly worrying. I don't have a ton for that. I have Porygon, but at Porygon I feel like it's going to get chipped down. Yeah, I do need to be careful about that in the late game. He does have the Rhydon, so we could see the Rhydon come out here. I think if he does that, I'm tempted just to straight up Scold. Because I've put quite a lot of speed in this to try and outspeed it, and I think he might want to go for his own rocks. Yeah, I could have Scolded that time being really aggressive, but I think I value my rocks more. I think he's going to value his. Like, it could be Jirachi's the rocker on the team, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. I think this is the rocker, and I think he's going to want them up if mine are up. If I lose this, it isn't the end of the world. I can still play around everything pretty much. This maybe could take a hit from Drift Blim, which would have been useful, but I would really like to see if I outspeed this Rhydon as well. So we'll just fire off the Scold here. I suspect we might outspeed it. Like I said, I basically just dumped last minute when I was genning the team. I mean, breeding the team. I took a load out of defense and just dumped it in speed to try and outrun a Rhydon. It's not like a specific creep. I just put a load in. As he actually doubles, so what's he trying to predict here? As he goes out into the Rillaboom, if we burn this, I would love to see a burn here. We get Rocks Chip, so we know he's not Boots. It was unlikely to be Boots, but we now confirm that. I'd love to get the burn. Big Scold. No burn! Oh, I was like, karma. I deserve it for the poison. I deserve it. Alright, he's leftovers. This thing could easily be high horsepower. I suspect we're going to see a U-turn, but I can make plays around that with pretty much anything. It could be a knockoff. Could be a superpower. Could be a high horsepower. But I think it's more likely to be a U-turn. I would love to stay in and try and do something, but I've got a dedicated check on the team, so let's use it. There's no reason to get whatever. He's kind of seen that I might play this like it's expendable, so he might not want to over-predict here. He might not want to go for that U-turn fearing a flame body burn is a very real possibility. We are Steam Engine though. The idea being that if the Arcanine had come and we could have switched in on a fire move, we could have got to +6, outran his whole team apart from boosted HAWLUCHA or Drift Blim. And also if the Weezing ever went for a Fire Blast, which would have made more sense if I had Magneton on the team, but I don't, then that could have worked too. It was primarily for the Arcanine though, and at one point I did consider putting Magneton on the team, or I did actually have it on the team very briefly. So let's see. If we see a U-turn, we'll get to gauge how much it does. I haven't calced, I just ran Max Fist Death on my boy Woolstop here. As it goes for the Drain Punch, so I'm glad we didn't stay in. Shouldn't do too much, doesn't do too much. Doesn't do too much at all. I don't think he's going to want to stay in, so I'm going to Leech Seed. I don't think there's a play that would really be too destructive here. I could recover. On the U-turn. Maybe that's a better line. Let me just see how much this U-turn does. Rillaboom, level 50. U-turn. Can't believe we didn't get the burn, lads. Imagine if we'd got the burn. It would have been beautiful. 41 to 51. I don't think it's even going to do that much, frankly. I'm going to Leech Seed because with grassy terrain and stuff. Yeah. Okay, we'll get some seeds back off on something. I think we've still got to turn it. Yeah, I don't think he's. Oh, I was calculating Life Orb. That's why. But I was like, yeah, I don't think his Drain Punch did that much. I was calculating Life Orb. Okay, so with grassy terrain plus Leech Seed recovery from something here, I think we should be in a pretty good spot. This Appleton, as you probably saw there, Iron Defense Body Press is designed to kind of set up on Rillaboom. One thing that I was really worried about with Rillaboom was like a Synthesis set. Because what I really didn't want to happen is for me to Draco on his Synthesis and then him be able to just keep Swords Dancing up on me. Let's say it was like Drain Punch, Swords Dance Synthesis, something like that, Grassy Glide. I was a little bit worried about that. So I would eventually stall out his terrain and be able to revenge kill him fairly easily. But it just didn't... I didn't want to deal with him, the thing that's supposed to wall him walling. So we get nice seeds off on Jirachi, which should have taken Rock's Chip there unless I missed something. No, it did take Rock's Chip, good. So we confirm he's not Boots. We know he's going to be faster than Appleton, so there's not really any valuable information coming off there too much. And we get some seed recovery, so we get back. We're looking good. Appleton's looking nice and healthy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Starmie as a pivot here. The idea was if you want it to be like a T-Wave set or something like that, I could use Starmie and threaten a T-Wave of my own. And I really kind of wanted to bring T-Wave on this set, but in the end I didn't. I felt that Scold plus Psychic was just better against this team. I really ran through a number of things to run on Washington here, because I was like, Thunder Wave would be great. Flip Turn would be great. As it goes for a big U-turn, probably going to go straight back out into the Appleton, if I had to guess. Appleton, Rillaboom. If I had to guess, and then if he's going to go into Rillaboom, yeah. So he's going to go into Rillaboom. We're going to get a turn of Grassy Terrain and then Leftovers, so the U-turn doesn't net too much damage on us. Fine. He's got a strong momentum team, so I'm really glad that we prioritize Rocks, because he's just going to keep U-turning a bunch of times. So that's good to know. I, of course, don't want to risk a Grassy Glide here, so I do think he's going to U-turn, and I'm not going to get Grassy Terrain recovery, I don't think, this turn, but I think I can recover up Appleton on a potential few things here, so I'm just going to go straight into Appleton. I'm trying to think what he could U-turn into to be really dangerous. I don't think he can U-turn into the Rhydon. I think we could just see the Jirachi again. Yeah, he does U-turn. Like, it's not something I can really punish yet. Yes, I could punish it with the Talonflame in some worlds. If I was Flame Body Colossal, then I definitely could have tried to punish it with that. It's just not the set I brought to this game. Maybe greedy on my part, looking at how much momentum he has here. Maybe Flame Body would have been better. But, you know, he's still getting chipped down with rocks and stuff. It's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. And like I say, I don't know how he breaks this thing right now. I think he might be looking at his team thinking, how do I break this thing? So I'm just going to go for a recover if he goes into Jirachi. As we actually see this come out, do we see it take rocks? No. So this thing is confirmed heavy duty boots, which means it's not an unburdened set. How does he want to go about breaking me with this? I'm going to Leech Seed because Acrobatics is pretty much his best flying stab, so I should be able to get a seed off here. I'm pretty confident. It's quite weak. Yeah, this isn't going to do that much. Well, especially not if we dodge. My bad, Doja player. I feel like I always get something against him. Are able to just get our Leech Seeds off. Get back to full. I think we wouldn't have taken too much from that. Thinking that looking at this, he's probably quite a bulky set. So this could be the Leftovers Mom. I expect him to want a Shadow Ball this time to stop my Colossal coming in. But I'm okay with that. I think I'm still going to go Colossal because I don't want to let a free defog happen. And I definitely don't want to go into Porygon on a potential Air Cutter and not Urshifu on a potential Air Cutter or Will-O-Wisp. So I'm just going to use Teddy here as a switch. Hopefully keep on some offensive pressure. There we go. Get the Will-O-Wisp. Does this trigger... Oh, that triggered Steam Engine. We'd have outrun his whole team. We could have gone crazy. We could have gone crazy. I don't think he wants to stay in here, so I'm going to go fire off another Scold. If we can snag a burn on either Jirachi or the Rillaboom that might want to come in, that would be incredible. So, yeah, I'm going to just fire off a Scold. I don't think Ancient Power will kill him one hit anyway, because I don't think he's going to be fully offensive, judging by the set. So I'd rather just put him in range of Ancient Power this turn, if not nude something else. Now, of course, if I get the burn on this and I give him here a flame boost, that could be, is it flame boost? Is that what it's called? I think it's called flame boost. That could be a problem. Flare boost? Maybe it's flare boost. I don't really want to deal with that, but I don't think, yeah, I didn't think he was staying in. So maybe if we could snag a burn on like the Jirachi or something like that, which I think is physically offensive Rachi from the damage it did to my Starmie. No burns. No burns. Well, that makes up for the air cutter miss, I think. Dodging 2 burns, right, on 2 physically offensive mons. I really don't know what he wants to hit me with here. So, is it worth me scolding again? I think so, because I don't want to go Starmie and just lose a ton of momentum again. Like, I feel like he's getting the momentum quite well here. Alright, do we take this? I've got no idea. It is special then. We do take that. We do get a Scold off. We can probably still take a hit from the... Just no burns. We're just never burning. We probably do still take a hit from the other thing. So, I could let this go down here, but I don't want to. I'm going to go Starmie. If he Thunderbolts... If he Thunderbolts is a good play. I hate saying that. I hate that. I hate that when you watch people like, if he kills me, it's a good play. It's like, yeah, but then what? Like, do you want to give them the opportunity to make that good play? But okay, the Psychic. Yeah, I thought the Psychic might be a safer mid ground for him. As he gets the Spadef drop there. So, U-turn, Psychic, Aura Sphere. I am just going to Scold here. I'm not going to recover. Because I think we're gonna potentially see him U-turn. So I'm gonna live the U-turn anyway, and I'm gonna be able to get some more chip off on this Jirachi, which is gonna stop it from being able to switch in as easily on other things. And I think at this point, I'm getting close to the point where I have to just sack something anyway. So I want to get some chip off on his team rather than keep playing passive. Have we ever burn? That does a shit ton. We can recover this turn because I think we've got a decent amount of chip off on this Rachi. I'm going to recover here. I don't know why he didn't U-turn it to Rillaboom. I'm surprised by that. I'm going to recover up. See what he's got. He does have the Energy Ball. I don't think this KOs, does it? Oh, it just straight up KOs. I should have gone for the Scold. I think that Psychic lured me into a false sense of security. I didn't think he was able to pick us off after he showed that. So, that's on me. That's on me. So, he's what? He's Energy Ball, Psychic, Aura Sphere. Oh, I don't want to use this as the thing. Oh, this is really tough. I needed that extra Scold. I very much assume I take an Aura Sphere based on no prior knowledge. He might know I'm Choice Banded from... if he's like Expert Belt. Say he's Expert Belt. Let's say he's Timid. Level 50. Yeah, I take an Aura Sphere. So I'm not going to Sucker Punch. I'm just going to Wicked Blow. I could... he does switch out, and that's why I didn't want to Sucker Punch anyway. We get a Banded Wicked Blow off. I don't know if U-turn would have killed. It depends on his Jirachi spread, so I didn't think it was worth going for it. We do get a big Wicked Blow off here as he takes Stealth Rocks. That looks amazing, doesn't it? That looks amazing. Of course, we score the lovely crit. He doesn't show an item. Probably Babiri Berry. Probably Babiri Berry. Do you think he's gonna... I think I have to use Tady as a switch. Might have to sack Tady here. We're definitely moving into the end game, boys. We're definitely moving into the end game. And it's getting tough. I don't think we're going to have the tools to do this. I think I needed to get Porygon in earlier. But if we can take 2 of these, which I think we can... That poison sucked so bad, man. We would have been so much healthier without that poison. With all the grassy terrain, leech seed and all that good stuff. But it's fine, it's fine. I don't know if we take this or not. My best play is to... I'm going to say Scold again. See if we take this. Nope, we don't take it. So maybe the speed by me was greedy and prep. Maybe extra bulk would have been better for living hits from this thing. But now we get in the boy. Do you think he's going to want to save this thing is the question. I'm going to sub down. I think there's a chance he could try and pivot into the Drift Blim. So I'm going to sub down, and we'll see how he wants to play it. He might feel like Specs T-Bolt or something. He might just sack the Jirachi at this point. There's a number of plays that I feel he has available to him. One is just letting this go down. But because this can take a single hit from Urshifu in the later game, I could see him preserving it to take 1 hit as like a revenge killer to Urshifu. Because I don't switch into it very well anymore. So he does choose to stay in. Could miss his Strange Steam. Doesn't. It goes for the Sludge Bomb. Good play. Right play. We're not going to be able to take that. So I'm just going to launch off the Tri-Attack as I think he's intent on letting this go down. Which is fair enough. I think there's a strong argument that Tri-Attack was my best play to begin with. Okay. I don't think the crit mattered in any world. I don't think the crit mattered in any world. This is PZ, man. This is Porygon Z. This is my boy Tokyo. So, Grassy Glide into my Porygon. From an Adamant but no boosting item Rillaboom. From 75%. Is actually a fairly small roll to KO. Out comes this thing, so he's just going straight out this. Almost certainly going to see a close combat come out here. I don't have anything for it, so I'm going to go into this and I'm going to Roost. This was designed to be the HAWLUCHA pivot at some point anyway. I don't think he's going to Stone Edge or Rock Slide here. I think he's going to expect me to potentially sack this, and so he can't afford to do that. So I'm going to bring in the Talonflame. If he U-turns, then I might be boned in the later game. He goes for the Flying Press. I believe this is still resisted. It's not very effective yet. So he can't stay in here, so I'm just going to Roost. Keep my Gale Wings intact for later in the game. It's still really, really important because once this thing gets a terrain boost, I'm going to need my Gale Wings. And wish I had moves that didn't give me recoil. Wish I could attack without breaking Gale Wings, but I can't. So, Flying Press, interesting. Cool move, cool move. So he's maybe not acrobatics. He's maybe what, Flying Press, Bulk Up, or Swords Dance Sub, or something like that. I don't honestly know what he's going to go into on me here, what he's going to sack to me. What has he got left on his team? I haven't been updating my notes. This has been a hard-fought game. He's got the Rhydon, so we should see the Rhydon come out, I think, as he stays in. What? U-turn? Is he a non... Was he Boots and I missed him not taking Rock Ship or something? Goes for the Flying Press, expecting me to lose my flying typing. Oh, that's an outrageous play, and gets the crit. He pushes me into a difficult 50-50 here because he clicked very fast. Think he did it again? I'm going to get swept by this under terrain if I'm not fucking careful. he puts me in a difficult spot by making that play. I could Will-O-Wisp as a mid-ground. That's such a lazy play, isn't it? I'm going to Brave Bird and I'm going to regret it because he's going to go into the fucking Rhydon. Yeah, man, I knew it. I knew it, but it's fine. Like, I don't think, because I wasn't going to get my Gale Wings back anyway. But at least what I can do is I can try and take advantage of this with something else. Because I wasn't getting my Gale Wings back with a Roost. So it's like, I'm never going to be able to preserve that Gale Wings for the end game anyway. A burn would have been better on the Rhydon, so maybe it was my better mid-ground. Hell of a play, but it's the fact that I think the fact that he crit, because I don't think if he crit, I think I could have maybe roosted back up to full on. Maybe not actually, maybe not. Nah, probably not. So I don't think it mattered so much. Yeah, I'm just banded Drain Punch him. So I am going to lose to HAWLUCHA in the end game as things stand. As things stand, I get swept by Unburdened HAWLUCHA. It's 4 times effective on this thing. So I have to boost up with Appleton and try and win the game that way. I think it's the only end game I have left available to me, but it is possible to do it with what he has left. Drifblim being the biggest menace to that. So that does a fuckload. So he can just sack this here and get in his HAWLUCHA and kill me, and I won't have been able to boost up my Appleton. So I can't afford to KO this. I can't KO this here. Ugh, but he can U-turn and that brings in his HAWLUCHA. It does the same thing. He should always click U-turn here because either I kill him and he brings in his HAWLUCHA free, or I think I just get swept by HAWLUCHA. I think I just threw a differential point away. Yeah, him double flying pressing and me not. I had to Brave Bird that fucking second flying press, but I mean it's a play I didn't make. It's a play I didn't make because flying press is going to kill this. It's almost certainly going to kill unless Appleton can boost up on this thing. Unless Appleton can outrageously boost up on this, because he can't set. The one thing he can't do is he can't set up on Porygon. So this is what I think. This is the best play we could have made, but I think we might get swept by this thing. As he does reveal the Grassy Seed. I can't believe he made that second flying press play on my Roost, man. I can't believe he made that play. There's no world in which he doesn't attack here, because if he tries to Swords Dance up and I kill him, yeah, like that would be a ludicrous play. The only chance we have is that flying press is going to do way too much. Is that Appleton to the, because it's 4 times effective on the other lad. So, if he's jolly, acrobatics on a low roll, we might be able to pull it off. We might be able to pull it off with Grassy Terrain especially. I don't even know if Flying Press is stronger. I mean, he acrobatics on the Porygon, so I'm guessing there's no way it's stronger because that would have been super effective. I think he still should have done, but yeah, this is it really. I just gotta go for this game. I just gotta go for this game. I got nothing else. I got nothing else. Oh, that's doing so much. That's doing so much. So we get the Iron Defense off. We're going to get Leftovers. We're going to get Grassy Terrain. I think the next one's still going to kill, right? I think the next one's still going to kill. I mean, the good news is our Body Press will do quite a lot to him when we were starting to boost up. But, and we also are playing the crit game. We're playing the crit game hugely. Hugely. Yeah, he's Swords Dance. He wins this 1v1 because I don't get to keep my recovery. So we should go for it again here. The grassy terrain will disappear. At +2, I'm not doing enough to him with body press. And Leech Seed is not going to recover enough. So I have to get greedy and go for another one. I basically have to go to the point where I can even have a chance to kill him with a crit. Which is going to be +6. If he's not... Oh no, because he's got the Fizz Death boost. So... So we're both at +4. We can both go to +6 this turn. I could Leech Seed. He would then Oko me. That wouldn't help. I have to go to +6 alongside him. It's the only play I have. Can I PP stall him out of acrobatics? I don't think so. I don't think we're allowed to try and timer win, so I don't think I can recover him until he runs out of timer. I don't think I'm allowed to do that. It is my best play, but I think it's against the rules in the league. And also, he's going to click very fast from now on. This is tough, because my absolute best play is to try and timer him here. I don't think it's allowed. This is tough because I'll be straight. Like, we've got 30 seconds. We'll talk. He's clicked his move. I'm not stalling his timer. This is a difficult position because I'm someone who wants to win, and my objective best play here is to try and make him lose on timer. That's how I should try and win this game. I believe the UBL frowns upon that. I believe it's against the rules, or at least not in the spirit of the competition. I want to be honest with you guys. That's the play that I should make. And if you're playing on ladder or you're playing a league that doesn't ban it, make that play. But I believe it's against the rules, and I'm not going to break the rules. So, it is what it is. Yeah, Leech Seed wouldn't have recovered enough for me to be able to stall him with Leech Seed. That doesn't do enough. And that's going to be a GG. So... It sucks, man, because arguably we had a win con. It wasn't a good win con. I'm not saying it was a good win con. It existed. If you roost here, I guess, on a choke, then that would be great. But yeah, yeah. GG to Ultra Player. It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. I can't do anything about what it is. I maybe could have tried to put him in banded Sucker Punch range, but we've already seen that the Drift Blim has Will-O-Wisp, so Sucker Punch can't sweep this game. I will play to try and get the differential point if I can have it. I actually spent 15 seconds thinking about that play, so I could have timed him, but I'll play for the differential point if we can have it. If banded Sucker Punch can kill HAWLUCHA at +1 defense, I highly doubt it does. Yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing. GG to my man Ultra Player. Like I say, I never want to lie to you guys, and... that's the reality of where we're at. So, GG to him. And I get why that rule's there. I get why this timer is what this timer is. And so people don't want to see timer stall. Maybe you guys would have all disliked the video en masse had I tried to win that on timer. But man, did I want to. Man, did I want to. Anyway, we'll be back week 3 with a better prep team. And there is no shame in losing to Ultra Player. He's a fantastic competitor. So, thank you so much for loafing around with me. And I'll catch you again next time.